Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be showing you all four of my rune figures that I've made in the past year. And so yeah, I have four of them. I'm going to be starting from my first rune custom to my newest. So my oldest, newest, So it'd be Eclipse first, then me, rune Chica. But yeah, anyways, that's basically it. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so this is my first rune custom that I made. I made him about in summer of 2023. But yeah, I think he came out really good, honestly. He is a bit messy though, so that's one problem that I have with him, but I think he still looks really cool. He wasn't too hard of a custom to make, to be honest. I mean, really, it was just using the Dremel and making his hat with clay and cutting some other things off and then making his leg, which this part was honestly the hardest to make. But yeah, I still think he came out really good. He's definitely one of my favorite customs that I've made. I think he looks really cool, and he's definitely more unique than a lot of my other ones too. Now, he has a lot of articulation, to be honest. He's only missing one. But yeah, he has a ball joint on his head like this. He has a ball joint on his shoulder, ball joint on his elbow, and then another ball joint swivel at his hand. And that popped off. And then it's the same for this arm, but this arm, honestly, you can move the hand a lot more because I honestly messed up on this hand when I was cutting his weird ribbons off, and I accidentally cut this part off, so he actually has more articulation in this hand than in this one. And he has a ball joint right here on his thigh, waist, or whatever, and then as well on the other leg, but on his other leg he also has them at the knee. But yeah, that's all his articulation. But yeah, overall I think he's a really good custom that I made, especially for being so long ago, honestly, and also for being made in one day. But yeah, I think he came out really good. I really like him, honestly. But yeah, that's it for Eclipse. Okay, so for my second oldest rune custom, is going to be Rune Freddy. So yeah, this guy I made kind of right after I made Eclipse. But yeah, I think he came out really good, honestly. I think he came out amazing. You might be wondering why he doesn't have one of his hands right now, and that's because it broke off and I'm trying to fix it, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to fix it because it broke off and got ruined a bit. So that's why he doesn't have his hand right now. But yeah, he was a really hard custom to make, as you can see. This was so hard to do, honestly. And I don't even know how I managed to do this, but yeah, it was really hard to do, honestly. It was way harder than I thought it would be. First, I was like, oh, just cut a hole in between his chest and stuff. Nope. But yeah, as you can see how, I had a hot glue a bunch of these pieces. I basically just broke his, chest into pieces, or torso, I mean, and then just, made a hole, and then added this air dry clay to make, the teeth and stuff. And honestly, these endoskeleton parts on his legs were honestly not hard to do at all. Wish I added a bit more to his head right here, because I wish I added wires and an endoskeleton stuff, but yeah, I couldn't make it. And also, as you can see, there's the present box inside of his chest, which I honestly forgot to add when I was doing it, but then I'm like, oh wait, I should add that. Now, his foot used to have prototype under it, but it kind of rubbed off, I guess, so it's you can't even make it out anymore. But yeah, because I did have a marker instead of actual paint, obviously. So yeah, it's rubbed off now, because this is a really old custom, to be honest. So yeah, it rubbed off, but it did used to say prototype on it. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for Rune Freddy right here. Oh yeah, if you want to see how I made all these customs too, I have 2 videos on each of them, so you can go watch those and stuff. I have a bunch of long form videos on them. Anyways, let's move on to our next one. Okay, so our next rune custom is going to be Rune Roxy. This one I made quite a while after I made Rune Freddy, to be honest, but I think she came out really good. She might be my best rune custom here, but who knows. I think that the endo foot was really good for her. Back then, I think it came out really good, but it is a bit big compared to her other foot. But anyways, I think it's really cool. Now on this custom, I actually did a different thing that I never really did on any of my other customs. But as you can see how this guy's really messy and stuff, because I used a bunch of black. Well, I didn't even use that much black wash on him, but he has a lot of stuff on him, so it makes him look messy. And it's kind of same with my Rune Freddy here, as you can see, how it's really dark here and then it's not on here because I forgot to paint it like that. But on this one, I decided to just paint the regular body color and then just paint the withering black and not add any dry brushing and stuff like that, on her regular body. And I think it came out really good, honestly. It looks more like if it was a Funko figure, but I didn't really like it too much. I rather prefer the other more detailed versions. But yeah, here it is. I think it came out really good. The torso is really hard to do. and the head was like so hard to do, honestly. Probably my hardest head that I had to make from one of my figures, but it did come out really good, honestly. I really like how this figure came out. It's definitely worth it. Okay, can't speak. But yeah, I think it came out really good. Don't really have any problems with it. Well, actually, no, I do. The back is pretty lackluster, honestly, especially when compared to the front. But yeah, I still think it came out really good, and it does have a lot of articulation too, so I'll show you that. Now, there is no articulation for the head, but there is a ball joint on the shoulder, a ball joint at the elbow, and another ball joint, like a swivel, well, not a ball joint, but a swivel at the hand. And it's the same for this arm as well, you know, same articulation. And surprisingly, she also still has a waist swivel, even though I did all that stuff on her torso. And then she has a ball joint on like her waist, like thigh, whatever. Same with on her knee, and it's the same for the other leg. So yeah, she still has like pretty much all her articulation. The only articulation she lost was the ball joint on her head. But yeah, that's all I have to say for Rue and Roxy here. I guess we can get on with Chica now. This is our last custom for today's video, and it's going to be Rue and Glamrock Chica. Now, this one I made a long time after I made the other three. And for those who watch my videos, you can know why. But yeah, this one I made this year. These guys I made last year in like the summer. I made this, like, I started working on her in like January of 2024. So yeah, pretty big difference, honestly. It's like a 6 months difference. So yeah. But I think she's probably my best Rune custom here. Either that or Rune Roxy or Freddy. But yeah, I think she came out really good and it looks really accurate, honestly. But I think I did a really good job with the scaling and like the proportions, which is what I like the most about this figure. But yeah, I think it came out really good. The endo leg and the head were so hard to do, honestly. But I don't know why, but the endo foot took me a lot longer than the head. Maybe it's because I was trying to perfect this most. It was like really hard. This proportions were off a lot. But yeah, I really like the endo arm I gave her because it's probably my most accurate like endo arm I've made. Yeah, it is honestly my most accurate one that I've made. I think it just looks really cool, and it actually functions the best out of all my other endo arms. What I mean by that, it has a lot more articulation, and it actually stays more stable, I guess. Like as you can see on Rue and Roxy, her endo arm is like bending a bit, and it just doesn't look good. It's way too skinny as well. But yeah, this one is honestly like the perfect size, and it has a lot of articulation, and it's really stable because I just used a bunch of Lego pieces on it. Now, her torso wasn't that hard to make, honestly. As you can see, it's just like I just made like an endoskeleton and then like a trash bag. But it honestly took me like 20 minutes to do. Yeah, it took me like 20 minutes to do the torso. Like from doing the torso on Rue and Roxy and on Rue and Freddy, I already got the gist of it. I'm like, okay, I know what to do now. But yeah, I actually sculpted a whole endoskeleton head to be put in her actual head. It's a bit messy because of all the hot glue and stuff, but I still think it came out really good. Now the articulation on her, she doesn't have any for her head, obviously, but she does have one on her shoulder, on her left arm, and she also has one on her right arm, as well as 2 more points of articulation because she has one on her elbow and one on her wrist. But yeah, I think it's really good. And then she has a ball joint, kind of. I don't know, it's very hard to move around, but the ball joint on her thigh, and same up on her right thigh. She also has another ball joint, it was a lot better though. And then she has a ball joint on her knee, on her right knee, but on her left knee, she does not have a ball joint because I had to make this endo leg, and I could not get it to work for some reason. And also, she does not have her waist swivel anymore, sadly, because I had to make the endoskeleton. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Please like and subscribe because these customs that take me a long time to make. And also, since you watched through this whole video to the end, might as well at least like the video. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.